Hello everyone and welcome to Rodan Man's Reviews. So today we're taking a look at the Mafex the Mandalorian figure that I just recently picked up. So we'll go ahead and let him rotate around one time so you can get a good look at him there. As you can see, he's got the Baby Yoda, Grogu with him here. So we'll go ahead and take him off the stand now since he's just about made a full rotation. There we go. So, this is the Mafex Mandalorian. So, taking a look at him as far as articulation, he does do a 90-degree arm stretch there. Head does look down. Head looks up. Head goes from side to side pretty well. He's got a bit of a crunch, bit of an ab crunch. He does have... as far as the arms go, he does have a double jointed arm, but he doesn't have double jointed legs, right? So there's that. He's got, I really like how they did the armor with this. It looks chrome, you know, it looks very shiny, kind of like he does on the show, right? So, as far as paint apps and details go, he's definitely, he's a great looking figure. He's of course wearing the best car that he gets early in the first season, with the one leg here that's not got the best car on it. It's got the kind of chipped up paint thing going on. The paint apps are awesome. I mean, just the way this figure looks overall, he looks really great. We've got a cloth, soft goods, cloak, cape for him. Now, I know a lot of the stuff for Mafex is wired. This is wired to about right here, right? So from the neck to here, it's wired, and that's about it. So we've got... and then on this side, it's got a little bit, but not much, just enough to kind of get a little bit of a pose up with it. You know, you can make it kind of like it's billowing off to the side or what have you, something like that. He does, as with all Mafex figures, he does come with quite a bit of accessories, and we'll take a look at those in just a second as well. There's actually a couple of different belts, right? So I took off the original belt, and here that is. All right, this is the belt that was initially on him. The difference between this belt and the belt that he has on, the belt that he has on actually allows you to add his gun to it. You can pop it on. I noticed it was a little, because you've got to take this top thing, from all I can see, you've got to take this top thing and pop it into a little hole on the side of the gun. And I had it in there for about 5 seconds. And it was just really not staying in there terribly well for me. I'll have to probably play around with it a little later on just to get it to stay in there properly, right? So that's what we're looking at as far as Mando and his accessories. I guess the very first accessory we should look at is, of course, the real star of the Mandalorian for some people. Is Baby Yoda, Grogu. Now this is just a one piece. It's not like the Black Series Baby Yoda that we got. You know, he doesn't move. His hands don't move. The head doesn't move. It's just a one piece thing. There's no feet or anything like that. Which, fine. It's a decent enough. I'll try and get it in there without it getting too. You know, it's a decent enough piece. It looks nice. You know, just don't expect too much in the way of articulation because there is none. But it's a cool little addition that they included Grogu, you know, Baby Yoda, with the Mandalorian. That was really cool. Now, to get his belt off, okay, to get the harness off and everything, the bandolier, what you basically have to do is pull the bandolier down over his shoulders, and look at that. Oh my gosh, he popped in half. What happened? So yeah, so then I was able to add they're pretty much the same, with the exception of this bandolier just has the attachment for the gun, the big blaster, the big rifle that he has. So so putting that back on there, sliding them back together here, maybe. So there he is. We have the joint down there that it pops onto. But continue with the articulation. Kind of strayed there a little bit. We do have the feet. Also have a toe hinge for them. The feet go down, point down a little bit. Not the biggest articulation pointing downwards for the feet, but I think it's fine enough. The best car pauldrons here, they kind of flip up a little bit, and you can actually pop them off as well if you want to. So overall, I mean, I can't really complain about anything with the figure from an articulation perspective. It really is. I mean, when you're getting a Mafex figure, you're really getting a lot as far as additional items, accessories, or what have you, and the articulation is usually pretty on point. As far as everything else that we got for him, there is this thing here that allows him to looks like he's shooting something from the hands, like the little, it's got the little tip thing there, right? And you can actually take off one of his hands, or one of his forearms, I should say, and pop that on there, right? So that it looks like he's shooting the little thing off. And then all you would want to do is just pop the hand back on there. There you go. Right? So that's pretty cool. I'm going to pop that back off and put the original forearm on there and the hand. And like I said, with Mafex you get usually a lot of hands is what I've noticed. Sometimes an alternate head or so. There's no alternate head that goes with Mando, but we do get a whole slew. Now I've actually got one of the, obviously a shooting hand up, and his arm came off. I've got obviously a shooting hand on there. I'll try and get in there a little bit so you guys can see. So see, I've got a shooting hand on there, and then I've got one of these kind of semi-open hands, right? So we've got those, but then we've also got, oops, and he fell. But then we've also got now the default hands for the figure were a couple of these fisted hands, which I don't know what just happened to them. So yeah, there were some fisted hands. We've also got these. I believe these are for the rifle, the big blaster rifle, and we'll get into that in just a second as well. We've also got these, which are kind of a semi-open hand deal thing going on, right? So we've got those. We've also got these pointing fingers. I guess Mando's saying I'm number one or something. I don't know. So there's those. We've also got these, are kind of fisted, but if you'll notice, I'm getting in there. I know it's probably hard to see, but you've got the, it's like a grasping hand, because there is an extra item that he comes with, and I'll show you that. Again, I'll show you that in just a second as well. And we've got these mostly open hands, right? And yeah, so looks like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So like 6, 7 different sets of hands that come with the figure. Oh, here's the fisted hands that were initially on them. So, yep, some fuzz there. There's the fisted hands, and that fell. So yeah, those were the default hands that they had on him when you get the figure, right? You also get, this is his blade knife thing that he has in the show, right? And the hands that I showed you that are the you know, the gripping hands. Those are the hands that, you know, you can choose to put, if you choose to put the knife in there. The knife is pretty small though. I don't know if you guys can see it pretty well. I'm trying to get it up there so it's not getting blurry. But there's that, right? And of course we mentioned the other bandolier. There's also this flame effect that we get with the figure, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool for his wrist there. He can look like he's shooting out flames or what have you. So that's pretty neat. And then we get, of course, his blaster rifle, or I guess for the Jawas it's a disintegrator rifle, because I took good care of them there in the first season. But this is a pretty cool gun, pretty detailed. Now, I don't know how much, aside from putting you know, the thing in there for the hole for the for putting it on his back, I don't know how much more detailed this gun really is compared to the Black Series gun, but we'll get into that in just a minute too. So there's just quite a bit that you get with this figure, and I mean it's Mafex, so you do get a lot. You know, they do tend to load you up with accessories, which is really cool. So, and just overall, I really am liking this figure quite a bit. You know, I treat myself to one of these, you know, the Mafex figures every now and then, because I think they're really cool. I had been waiting for quite some time for this figure to come out. Had it on order and finally got it. So, really cool figure. Oh, here's something weird, okay? Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing here? He's got a pink blaster. Apparently this is pretty commonplace. I don't know if something just, I mean, obviously something happened in the design phase of this weapon where it just came out purple, like a violet type of color. So if you're any good with, if you get one of these, if you pick up the Mafex Mandalorian and you have any kind of, you know, like hobby paint, model paint, you could probably just, and that's possibly what I might do. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not, but yeah, I mean, if it's in the holster just fine. Everything looks cool, right? So there's his pink blaster in the holster. And here's the pink blaster in his hand, right? So there he is, looking ready for action there with the blaster. So yeah, so I mean, overall this is a really cool figure. Glad that I picked it up. Like I said, it's got a lot of accessories that come along with it. So so there's that. I will go ahead and put Mando up against a couple of the other figures here. So I think he's just at about 6 inches or so. So here he is up against the Black Series Mandalorian, right? You can tell he's maybe just a little bit taller than the Black Series Mando. Not by a whole lot. I mean, just barely noticeable. And, you know, you can see how the Mafex Mando is just kind of a little shinier. I still like the Black Series Mandalorian a lot. I think it's a great figure. Obviously, you get more with the Black Series, or with the Mafex Mandalorian, than you're going to get with the Black Series, but it's fine. It's fine. In fact, let's test something out. Let's see if the Black Series pistol, the non-pink pistol, let's see if that fits in Mando's hand. I haven't tried this yet, so see if it fits in the Mafex Mandalorian's hand. Oh, now his arm's coming apart again. So yeah, I guess kinda. Yeah, it works. It works. I don't know. Let's see if it fits in the holster here. So yeah. So it fits in the hand. It fits in the holster. So if anyone is put off by the idea that Mando has got this, any of you that picked up the Mafex Mandalorian and you don't want him to be running around with a pink blaster, I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. But you know, the one from the Black Series is almost an exact fit. I mean, there's a little bit of difference. There's the black here on the Mafex one, but overall, I mean, it's going to work if you want to, you know, get your Black Series one and put it in the holster. It'll work. So there you go. There's how he is up against the Black Series Mandalorian. Here's how he is up against this is the Deluxe Edition Boba Fett from Black Series. Again, Mando's just a tad bit taller than Fett, not by a whole lot. Not by a whole lot. And that's how he kind of stands up against Fett, the deluxe version from the Black Series. I really like this figure a lot, the Black Series Fett. I think it was a great figure. But I've got a review on it. If you guys haven't checked it out, please do so. So, and that's it. And then here's, just taking a look at it, here's how the guns, the two blaster rifles, I should say, compare for both of the Mandos. This top one here is the Mafex one, right? So you can see the little hole where you put the thing on the belt. And then this is the Black Series blaster rifle. So not a whole lot of difference between some of the accessories. You just get more with the Mafex Mandalorian. And I think overall, paint apps and articulation primarily with the Mafex are going to be better. You know, you're paying more for it, obviously, but it's just a notch or two above the Black Series Mandalorian. But it's still, you know, like I said, the Black Series is still a great figure. You're just, you know, you're getting a superior figure with the Mafex figure. So, but overall, yeah, really cool figure. If you get a chance to pick it up, I highly recommend it. They also give you this really cool box that it comes in, and then also, as Mafex do, you see, I haven't even opened it yet. This is the stand. I'm not really crazy about Mafex's stands that they send you, but hey, at least they give you something. That's cool. But there's this cool box that, if you slide Mando out of the way a little bit. Here's what the box that he comes with, or that he comes in, looks like. It's got a picture of the figure on the back. You know, some of the flame effect things and everything like that. It's got Grogu, it's got him holding the knife and what have you. So yeah, there we go. So it's the Mafex, Star Wars Mafex the Mandalorian figure. If you get a chance to pick it up, definitely do so. Highly recommend it. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Please like, please comment, please subscribe, and I'll see you all next video.